On the internet, there exists a video named Blank Room Soup. Blank Room Soup is not your average random internet video. You see, Blank Room Soup is actually pretty popular in the obscure, mysterious side of the internet. People who have seen Blank Room Soup state that it is incredibly unsettling and very creepy. You may have even seen it yourself if you've been on the mysterious and dark side of the internet. What makes Blank Room Soup so unnerving is the fact that none of the people involved have ever been identified, and nothing can be traced back to find out the origins of the video. Join me in this video as we explore the horror and dive into Blank Room Soup. As you just watched, the video starts with a man sitting at a table eating a bowl of soup with a large spoon. The man has his eyes covered with a black bar so as to hide his identity. A man who is standing behind him is in a costume and begins approaching the man. The costumed man begins consoling the victim and rubbing his back and patting his head. The victim begins eating his soup faster and starts to break down crying in between spoonfuls of soup. Then, a second costumed man approaches from behind the camera shot and also begins consoling the victim. The victim begins to break down crying and stops eating, being consoled by the two costumed people. The video ends abruptly. There is not much else to comment on in the video, since the room this takes place in is completely blank. There isn't a calendar, a flag, and anything that can help solve the mystery behind this video. The man has made a small mess around his bowl on the table. The two costumes seen in the video have some mystery surrounding them, with some people believing that they belonged to Raymond Percy, an American animator who would use the costumes as part of a traveling show. Raymond, however, reported the costumes stolen a while before the video began to circulate the internet. Blank Room Soup began to circulate the internet around 2005 to 2007, but the exact date or source is actually unknown. It's believed to have circulated around on some internet forums for mystery and horror and eventually be uploaded to YouTube. Some theories have been brought forth surrounding what the video could possibly be. The most popular theory is that the video is actually a snuff film or captured footage of a real-life abduction where the man sitting at the table is being forced to eat the bowl of soup where he is joined by the two men in costumes. This theory goes down two separate routes, where some believe that the victim is crying and breaking down while eating a regular bowl of soup because he will be killed shortly after. The other route is that the victim was a man who was in a large amount of debt he could not pay. This theory takes an even darker turn and states that the victim had his family kidnapped to pay his debts, and he is being forced to participate in cannibalism and eat his family members in the soup. which would explain why the two men in costumes are consoling him as he is breaking down. The next theory is that the video may simply be an art project or social commentary. The minimalistic video paired with the dead stillness in the air and unnerving visuals of everything create a very unsettling video. Some believe that the video was purposely supposed to invoke feelings of discomfort and sadness at the human condition under authoritarian figures, which is represented by the two men in costumes. An additional theory is that the video may simply be a hoax created in an effort to go viral, or that the video was created for an online game as part of lost footage for an alternative reality game, which is where participants play a game solving mysteries and discovering clues, usually for a darker, more mature narrative. Ultimately, the anonymous faces and the fact that no definitive answer was ever discovered as to what is actually going on with BlankRoomSoup have kept it popular over the years. The origins were never discovered, and it was never connected back to anything else. BlankRoomSoup stands alone, shrouded in mystery and an unsettling air that most likely will never be solved or revealed, making it another unsolved internet mystery. Thank you for watching Psychosis.